All right, let it out, Trent.
Oh my
Here we go.
No, the laugh.
We are back. Cutting stems.
So hard. Oh my
Trent. Trent. Some quick backstory. Noah told Trent that he was breathing too loud
Oh my God.
and he couldn't hold it in. You started to
Oh my
wheeze there
God.
for a second, like you were whistling.
I have
You were holding it in so much your face just turned beet red.
I have not laughed that hard in a long time. It's been a long
And I could
time.
just hear you, but then you said like Tony Soprano, and I really couldn't come back from that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, because
No,
Noah,
please don't apologize. We love
Yeah.
the laughter.
Noah gave us a
Jesus.
warning that was like, hey, all right, everyone quiet on the mic starting now. And then he went, Trent, stop breathing so close to the mic.
Oh, that was good.
All right.
That was good.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to Cutting Stems, the last episode of this season. It's the grand finale, 3 hours. We made it. We're live.
We are live. So YouTube chat, I'm talking to you.
Woo!
If you see me on my phone, it's because I'm talking to YouTube chat. They missed me a lot, and so I miss them, and so I am chatting with them.
Yeah,
I
so
can't
she's
help
like,
myself.
so I'll just sit here and message them.
Yep.
No, they're so excited we're live because we haven't been live in so long,
Yeah,
and it's just a nice, fun aspect. So yeah, like you are watching us, and we are talking to you right now. You know what I mean? Like
We're actually
sometimes
live.
it's kind of
Live.
crazy when you think about that. Like people can
It is.
watch you like hang out.
Yeah.
Not even hang out. You're talking
Watch
about
us
the show.
watching them.
Right, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
weird. You're like, oh my god, this is what they're doing at 11:08 p.m. Eastern time. They are sitting in this room talking about
We
The
used
Bachelor.
to
Humbling.
only do this.
I
Yeah.
know,
I
I know, and
know.
it didn't really hit me until we were doing the live stream the other day, where I was like, it's like 4:30 on a Thursday,
Yeah.
and everyone could see what we're doing in this exact moment.
Yeah.
So
It's
hey
a
guys,
community.
Yeah.
It's a community we have here.
It is. We had a beautiful finale.
A beautiful finale.
It wrapped up
Wonderful.
nicely. Beautiful bow, I feel like, was put on the season. It really was. I think everybody was happy. It got the two guys. Everyone was going to be happy either way. Feel like it was not a very one-sided finale where it's like everybody's really rooting hard for one guy. I think it was fairly split. But really, I guess maybe the only surprising thing about this was that Aaron was sent home twice immediately.
I thought that was kind of cruel.
Yeah.
There was really no point for him to come back.
You were so passionate about the fact that if that Charity would have just told him to go home.
It just didn't make sense. Like, if you're going to bring him back knowing there's going to be a rose ceremony coming, you have to then give him a rose.
Yeah.
why take him back? Like,
Right.
first of all, you got a little smooching, you got a little extra make. Maybe she was like, I'm gonna get engaged soon. Let me just make out with this guy one last time. Because who
Maybe.
knows what reasoning was behind her head? Because she knew she was gonna send him home. You said it while we were watching. He wasn't even third place. He
No.
was fourth place.
Right.
Yeah.
Fourth place. And here's the thing, too, though. I'm a little bit of devil's advocate. I've been thinking about this. What is the difference of her sending him home right away or letting him hang around for a make-out and a rose ceremony? Because he did travel all the way there. So what's worse? Traveling all the way there, meeting up with her, and her being like, it's too late, turn around? Or maybe a little bit of hope and then sent home?
Right.
I think
What
you-
would you
I think
prefer?
the second part is worse. I think just being.
Yeah, I guess
mean,
so.
like Aaron forced his way back.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it wasn't like Charity called him up on the phone. Please come back.
True. That is
Although
true.
I don't know, I do think that if you're in that position, maybe you say to yourself, like, she did give me a chance. Like, she didn't shoot me down right away. But at the end of the day, he was always gonna be behind these two. He
wasn't
just
gonna be
didn't
him.
have the time, right? Like, you just didn't have enough time, which is exactly what she said to him.
They did have a date, right?
She was like, hey, come have, like, hang at my place.
Yeah.
All right, that makes it a little bit better.
They hung
Yeah.
out and had dinner.
But it
and
wasn't like
chit-chatted
the
and
other
made out a
guys
little
got
bit.
full-blown fantasy suite dates.
True.
Yeah.
And he did not.
He did not.
She got no sexy time with him.
So I mean, there's no way he's just gonna jump back in and everything's gonna be like you're gonna be top two.
Yeah. I think that
was a
her
nice try.
connections with Joey and Dotun were just too good. I think that I don't know if her connection with Aaron was ever as good as it was with either of
Yeah.
them. I think really that she should have chosen Aaron over Xavier for sure.
Yep.
I think that maybe would have been a different story if he was originally the third. Maybe it would have been harder for Charity, but I do think that her connections with these other two guys were just far and beyond. And we were calling that since like week one. We've been saying these two.
A question that we're getting as it comes in, which I might do throughout the stream.
Love that.
Not a segment, but if I see one that I think is interesting,
Love it.
I'll call it out. Do you think Aaron did that to try to become the Bachelor? Ooh.
No, I think producers did that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think I think the season Charity did such a great job, and there really wasn't like any, Brayden caused the drama and they had that, but I don't think like the last 3 weeks there wasn't really anything like that was like, whoa. I mean, she sent Xavier home, right?
That was
but it was
pretty
like
big.
It was big, but I think like they needed a big moment, and at the end of the day, you can't just come back without somebody letting you. You know?
Right.
So it's like whether
Yeah.
that's Aaron's idea or a producer's idea, he has to get permission to show up in Fiji.
Right, because they're filming him at his apartment, like packing.
Yeah,
So-
like they have to say, come back. Like,
Right.
and I'd imagine that is something that they thought like, how we need to throw a little spice on this
Yeah,
finale.
They really tried to spice it up while placing Barb in the audience, and so I was locked in for 3 hours, obviously.
Yeah.
And yet, nothing
was-
whatsoever.
It was just a date night for the Webbers.
No pilot
So
Pete
insane.
as the new Bachelor. No pilot Pete on Paradise. Just they got invited or they asked to go.
I swear to God, Barb,
Bob.
Barb got as much
Babs.
Babs. Barb got as much airtime as Charity on this episode. Like,
Maybe.
that's just a fact. Like,
They showed
I
her
saw
so
Barb's
much.
ass up there more than I saw Charity, and I am
And
not lying.
There was
They
a
were
full blown
acting-
reaction.
It was
cam.
crazy.
They were showing. They didn't even show Charity's mom react.
No,
They
no.
only showed Barb's
It was
reaction.
fucking crazy.
Maybe, little theory here, maybe because we saw throughout the episode how Charity's mom clearly was like kind of favoring Joey a little bit. The whole family was favoring Joey.
Yeah.
And they were like kind of iffy on Dotton. Maybe they had Barb there just in case to help Charity's mom out because Charity's mom was a little questionable about Dotton, and that's what happened with Pilot Pete and Maddie, where Barb stepped in.
Yeah,
that's a
so
good
maybe
point.
Barb was there just in case.
to encourage a step in, if
Maybe
necessary.
encourage a step in.
To get a
Maybe
little-
say,
give a little
hey,
backup."
get out there, or
Yeah.
I think I would be if
some
I were
underlying
Charity.
tones here. I don't know.
Totally. If I were Charity though, and that happened, I would curse Barb to death. Like she'd be dead. Like if my mom got riled up by some like past mom who is speaking out of turn, I'd be furious.
Yeah, I mean, the reality of this being the case is very, very slim.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to throw out any ideas as to why Barb
made us
was there.
watch.
Look, Barb has
gonna
always
watch
been a
anyway,
fan of
but-
this show. She said that from day
That's
one.
true.
She's loved this show. She gets an opportunity to come watch the live finale. She's not saying no.
Yeah. Like you said, Fran, date night. Date
Yeah,
night
exactly.
For the
Date
Webbers.
night for the Webbers. You mentioned it, so let's talk about it. But it did really seem like Charity wanted her mom to say, "This is the one we like more," and for these reasons. And Charity's mom refused to do it, and I respect her a lot for that decision. We all kind of said that. How did we feel about Charity's mom not really giving her any direction?
Impressive.
Yeah.
Because I definitely don't think
No, that's so- shows
any
some
of
serious
our
restraint.
parents would
Nope.
be able to do that whatsoever.
No way.
And I don't know if I would be able to do that. Like, I'd be like, listen, I like this one better, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
I think it shows quite a lot of poise
Yeah.
from Charity's
Agreed.
mom.
She's
And I've used that word more tonight than I ever have in my
Yeah,
life.
you love that word tonight, but it's appropriate. It's the
Yeah.
appropriate use of the word for
One
sure.
can only dream of having poise.
Exactly. She's
Which I don't have.
Charity's mother is very diplomatic. She wants
I'm
to
not
make
mysterious,
sure
I got
that
nothing.
everything is Charity's decision. And I do think this is the one time, and I know she's under pressure and it was a stressful time, whatever. It's the one time where I was frustrated with Charity,
Yeah.
only in the way of like, you can make your own decisions. You're a grown woman. You don't need to like have your mom's support really to make the
Yeah.
decision. And it wasn't only support that she was looking for. It was very much like a tell me what to do, tell me which I should choose. But I do think that she was thrown off and wouldn't have acted like that if she didn't have the conversation with her sister, where her sister was very clearly Team Joey.
Yeah.
And I think that threw her off about her whole family, and I think made her a little more guarded and like combative with her family, because even when talking to her mom, she was saying like, this is what I want you to say. Like she got a little snippy with her mom, which like if I spoke like that to my mom, I think she'd kill me on the spot. Like cameras on, doesn't matter. Like she would kill me. But I think that ultimately, yes, it's her decision. And even with this outcome, with her and Dotun sitting on the stage and Charity's parents in the audience, even then her mom was still kind of like, yep, well, let's just hope for the best. Like, I think that they maybe they're wary of the process.
I don't even know if it's wary of the process. I think it's like, I think there's more to unpack with Charity's past relationships.
So true.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like that if there was a slight sign of any of these guys being somewhat close to an ex, they were like, too close to it. Too close. They wanted her to go like in a different direction. Like they were like, as soon as Charity's mom was like, or was it her mom or her sister was like, I don't know, kind of, he has that
familiarity,
that swag a little
Yeah.
bit.
That
She
was
was
her-
like,
her
her sister.
Yeah, her
She's
sister.
like, which, Charity's dated guys like that before, and it was like immediately that was a red flag, which felt a little unfair.
I also think it's tough to go second.
It totally is.
Like they get to know Joey the first day. He's lovely. He's great. He's great with the family. And then, Dotun comes the next day and it's just another guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a normal relationship, in a normal family setting, you're used to one person coming over. You meet them. You love them. So having a second one just isn't natural.
You know what I did love? That Charity's dad was just like, do they like sports?
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
do, we're good.
start
There
talking-
wasn't like one serious father
For sure.
like contestant grilling sesh. Normally you have that, like, what are your intentions with my daughter? And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm a Falcons fan.
What do you think the Falcons are gonna do in the draft?
Honestly,
Like,
I think
literally,
my
my
dad would be like
dad.
that. Yeah, my
Like,
dad. would
my
be like that.
dad
He'd be
is
like,
just like-
as long as we can chop it up, who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
My
that'd be
dad was like,
dad.
Matt, like every time I bring up, he just knows everything about sports. He's like, I bring up a stat to him, he knows it. I'm like, that's all my dad cared about.
loves
He was
it.
like, he really knows his sports. I was like,
He's
all
And
thrilled.
for
right.
them, that's all, either,
That's all
and
that
that's
matters.
impressive.
Right.
I do think though that Charity's family judged Dotun incorrectly. I think that
Yeah.
he was very clearly nervous.
Yeah.
But I didn't pick up on any sort of like fuckboy vibes. Like I
No.
never
No, I
once
think
had,
he
even when he
gives
met
me more
with them.
like shy energy, because even
Same.
from the beginning of the season, I was like, I don't know how well this guy is going to do. They had a connection, but I was like, I feel like we're not really seeing
Right.
a lot of his personality. It wasn't until like that first one-on-one date that I was like, oh,
Reserved.
now
He
it's
was
starting to
reserved.
totally,
Yeah.
Which I feel like maybe that and
Maybe it translated.
Joey was a little bit different, maybe
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in that way.
Joey was
so.
definitely very comfortable with everybody, but I also I don't know. I think that Dotun was nervous to the point of like, I love this girl so much, and this needs to go well. And her family is intimidating. They they came in, they got the whole family there, the sisters there, ready to
Yeah.
judge. Like,
Yep.
You wonder
you know,
where Charity's brother was. He was like such a big part in the
yeah.
beginning, and then he just wasn't there at
maybe
the
he
end.
couldn't make it to Fiji.
Yeah,
It's
it's Fiji's. It's a long
very
way.
far.
How
It's
far
very
is it?
far.
Where is
far.
Fiji?
Farther
It's
than
far,
Australia,
and
I
it also
think.
depends where you're flying from, but it's a
Further than
long flight.
Australia?
I think
yeah?
so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where the
I
hell
think
is
it's.
Fiji?
I'm pretty sure it takes like a full day to get there from New York.
Check it out.
I don't have a
See
clue
what
where
it is.
Fiji is.
I'm
There's
pretty
no
sure it's-
direct flights. I'll tell you that.
Isn't it
Yeah,
near
I think you have to
Australia?
fly. I think you have to fly to LA. If you're going
Yeah.
from New York, you have to fly to LA and then transfer.
For
But
sure,
it might be
yeah.
like even another flight more than that.
Right.
Oh, it is. It's like it's right off of Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
It's near New Zealand and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you even
had
no,
no
that's
idea.
a long ways.
I
It's
had
a long
no
ways.
idea where Fiji was.
Geography
Yeah.
lesson.
I would have said like the Caribbean.
No,
What?
nope.
No.
It's just,
So
I'm just the
far.
guy who doesn't know where Fiji is.
Yeah,
well,
it's so
now you
fair.
know, now you know.
But
Now you're-
it's a long
You're gonna be
trip.
there.
Okay.
Certainly a
Look at my
long trip.
bangs.
I'm not going to go. I wanted to go. I'm not going to go.
Yeah, no, it's way too far for you.
Oh,
That's
no.
you on a plane? No, sir.
I mean, I've been to
been
Australia,
to
and
Australia,
it's way
right.
too much.
yeah.
Way too much.
Very
Yeah.
far.
Beautiful,
very
though.
far.
So, what?
You had a little piece of lint on it.
I'm covered in lint, so
I've got my bangs are doing something crazy right now. All
I
of
got-
a sudden.
yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Check me out.
what are you giggling at?
She just giggles.
What are you giggling
It's
at?
late night giggles, you know. We're late night
It's
giggling.
late. I'm tired.
Just like wrap it up.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
tired.
I'm tired here.
It was a very nice proposal. Her breakup with Joey wasn't terrible.
No.
She maybe let him talk a little too long.
Yes.
But that always happens.
Way too long. She let it go further than usual, where he started to get down on a knee, and she had to tense her arms to
Yep.
make him not go down, which
She had
is
to hold him up. Like, wait.
Yeah, that's too long.
He went on for a long time, and I thought for sure she would stop him. I think no. I was just gonna say I think what she said was fine, but I actually don't because I think that she told him she still loved him too many times. What is that?
The chat is definitely telling Rhea to do stuff, and she's doing it like
Stop letting them
not.
control your
Or-
life.
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really not.
You know what they?
I'm feeling they're like touch. Don't say anything. Touch
your
friend's arm.
toes, yeah,
don't
yeah.
say anything. Touch Trent's foot.
yeah. That shit always happens.
Yeah.
Rhea's always in the middle of those hijinks.
I think
She's in there being like, guys, what should I do to Trent?
so not
She's always in
fair.
those hijinks.
I'm so serious about
That's
this.
just crazy.
I
I
think-
tell you what you were saying.
I think they should.
I was stretching.
One of these days, throw us a curveball with the who gets out first and who gets out second.
They just
They've
can't.
done
Yeah,
it before,
but-
though. They've done it
Really?
before. Yes, I
When?
cannot remember
When?
exactly when. I have to look it up because it's happened once before.
Actually, you know what?
who was it? It might have been
I
like.
don't know. Maybe
I almost want
don't
to say it was like
know.
Hannah Brown.
No.
Like Ari.
Maybe
No.
there was one instance. I can't
Maybe
think
the
who
chat
it
will
was,
know.
I-
But
Real, ask
they
them.
did the proposal
Oh.
first and then they did the breakup after.
I need it to be less predictable.
But like that's just they just can't do that though. Is the thing like
No.
you just can't have that proposal happy moment followed by the sad moment. It just like it doesn't work.
No.
no, you're right.
It also
You know,
could
it
just be
just
the way
doesn't
they,
work.
they place it. You know what I mean? Like even when that happened in that one time that it happened,
Yeah.
it might have been filmed in reverse. It
Somebody
just-
said Becca, I think, right? Question mark.
Becca with Garrett.
Ari's parents said to pick Becca.
No.
No, with
Coming out of the car.
coming out of the car first.
Coming out of the
Like
car.
whoever
first.
comes out of the car first is always like, oh, you're like, up, they're
then
going home.
They're also not paying attention. And your mother's in this chat.
Oh boy.
Oh hey.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
She actually announced.
She's very happy
She actually
about
announced
Joey
she
being
loves
here
Joey
co-
being it.
Oh,
very happy about Joey being the Bachelor.
Yep.
she's laughing in here.
I like that.
You think I could Google it, guys? Why don't you guys talk about
Yeah. We'll chat a little
uh,
bit. We'll chat a little bit more about the
anything
proposals.
else, or
So-
how about any of the live stuff? I'm gonna try
I
and
would
find
say,
if that's
all
ever
right. So the
happened.
live portions of it were interesting. I would say that the most annoying part of the live things was Jesse going up to each of the potential girls that were going to be on the next season of The Bachelor. I appreciate when they sometimes bring a couple of girls out and they show like, oh, you're all on it. Like, yeah, it's annoying a little bit, but whatever. I don't know if I liked this new format, and I do think now that they chose the one girl, Leia, who's going to be on Joey's season now. I'm wondering about the other girls they pulled out of the audience, and I feel like they're probably all going to end up being on anyway.
I think they're
you
going
know?
to be on. I wish they didn't do any of this stuff.
Yeah,
I
it was
feel like
silly.
they didn't do that for a long time, and then they would like roll out a fake mansion background,
Yep.
have 5 girls show up, just like let us meet them when they show up for the season. I don't understand this. It's always so awkward.
It was incredibly
It is.
awkward this time around.
They made them talk
It's
for
awkward
too long.
every time. And
Yeah.
Jesse's making these jokes, and I just.
Oh, by
I
the
don't-
way, for the chat, for the crowd, we're
never gonna be able to find out.
We're
a tough
trending
Google.
upwards
Yeah,
on
no, it's a
Jesse
tough-
all of a sudden. We've decided
That's a tough
that
Google.
we've been a little unfair to Jesse. Me specifically, I'm saying this. Been a little unfair to Jesse, talking shit, whatever. I'm coming around on him. I think he's sweet. Congratulations to his big announcement. He's expecting a baby. That's
Yeah.
exciting. And I see him in a whole new light now. I think he's just kind of corny and sweet. And I'm like, you know
He's
what?
gone full dad mode in
Fine.
your eyes now.
Totally. And I think that that's the only thing I needed. Like before he was kind of like, oh, I was still had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder from when he was snubbing The Bachelor for so long after
Yeah,
being
I
so
think that's
involved.
super fair.
But now I think
We don't
I think
forget.
he's won me over. You know,
I-
he's not number one in my heart, but he's number two at least.
We do have to accept him, I guess, as corny.
Corny.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Because
Which is
he's
fine.
very corny.
Yes.
Because before you're like, I didn't want him to be corny because
Same.
Chris Harrison wasn't corny.
I want him to be
You know what he
serious
is?
and like command a room.
Yeah.
He's just like he's your buddy. You know,
He's a substitute teacher.
100%. Rhea.
You just don't take him seriously.
Yes.
He's corny. You don't really respect him, but he's there, and you say he's a nice guy.
We're throwing paper airplanes.
He's
he can't do anything
trying
about
his
it.
hardest.
he lets you do what you want to do.
and he's like, oh, these kids. He's trying to fit in.
yeah.
He
At the end of the
is-
day, you get the work
He
done.
wheels out the TV for you while
Right.
he puts on a movie.
Yep.
He is very. Whenever he meets a contestant, a male contestant, or The Bachelor, bro hugs all the way
Yeah, yeah.
around.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Chris was more like reserved and kind of like.
Well, he was like intimidating. He wasn't.
Yeah,
He was
right.
in a position of like of power. It was like, oh, Chris Harrison. Ooh, hush goes over the room, whatever.
Right.
With Jesse comes up and it's like, oh, that's my guy Jesse. Like, what's up?
Slapping
Hanging
each other on
out.
the
Yeah,
ass.
yeah,
Yeah, all
Gym
that.
teacher vibes.
Gym teacher.
Some
vibe,
locker
big
room
time.
vibes, you
There's
know.
some locker room
Yes.
stuff.
Big time.
Football player and all
Big
that.
time.
So I'm embracing it now, and it's taken a few seasons for me to accept. But I think moving forward, I see him with kinder eyes.
Anything from we saw a glimpse of the next season of Paradise. Anything stick out to you guys?
The fact that I don't know who anybody is.
Yeah,
That's
I will
tough.
say I did not recognize a lot of people,
I need name
and
tags.
I think that's just on me. I'm slacking these days.
No, I
I
was with
normally
you.
know
Me
everyone,
too.
and I really did not. The poor woman that was constipated for 9 days. No idea who that is.
Nope.
Who
idea.
is that?
I don't know.
No
Chat,
idea.
do you know who that is?
I also would
Chat?
rather.
You guys
I
know
also
what that
would
is?
rather like get
Chat,
out.
do you know who the constipated lady is?
I
Do
would.
you guys know?
do you
what
know
that
who this
is?
constipated
Or
woman
do you
is?
know who
Poor
she
woman
is?
cannot poop in paradise.
I just didn't
Listen.
recognize her at all.
If that's happening to me,
Please tell me
I'm
who she
leaving and I'm
is.
cutting
Oh,
up. I'm
send me
cutting
home.
up everything. I don't care what it is. I don't care what
Send
my contract
me
says.
home.
I'm leaving. I am not
Tell
making a
me who she
storyline
is.
over the
Yeah.
fact that I'm now going to have to go to the
Tell me
hospital
who
and
she
get
is.
shit
Does
removed from my
anybody-
body.
Yep.
I can't.
God.
I can't have that.
Does
Like-
It's
anybody have an
disgusting.
answer?
Blake Moynes, excited to see him.
Ooh, Katie also
Blake Moynes.
Thurston. We screamed at that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Katie
Oh my God.
responded. Katie
The cat has the chat has you singing now.
Katie's in
You
the
are-
chat.
No.
Okay. Katie responded to one of my stories earlier. I didn't click it.
Oh, really?
Shit.
Not
What'd she
yet.
say?
Sometimes I'm like thoroughly surprised at how often Katie Thurston responds to my stories.
Really?
That-
Just because
I'm actually
I have
shocked to hear
talked,
that
like,
she does
I
it all.
honestly have talked like a lot of shit about her.
No,
and
I'm totally. I'm shocked that she like even
She
follows
just,
you enough
like-
to respond to a story.
likes giving her opinion sometimes.
All right, well.
Wow.
I think she told me to buy this
We were
skirt. Let's
we were
see.
curious though about. Oh yeah, I said that. I told
Well,
you.
she's
about
on
that
F
skirt,
Boy
too.
Island.
Yeah.
She's on F Boy Island. She
Um,
just started to finish that
So
up.
I'm like
That'll
not
be
sure
interesting.
what really a stint on Paradise would look like for her.
I'm interested in watching that because I love F Boy Island.
Yeah.
I am a big fan. But I will say that her coming on Paradise has me thrown for a loop. I can't imagine that's going to go over well, especially if Blake is there. Because I don't believe they had a good
No.
parting of the ways.
No.
That was,
No, I
that
don't
was
think-
tumultuous,
I don't
if
think
I remember
so.
correctly.
Honestly,
Hannah Brown looks like she's there for no reason. Also,
Yeah,
like, we all know
exactly.
she's been in a committed, serious relationship for like a long time.
She's probably just hosting
Rachel's
a date.
there for real.
Yeah, she is there for real.
And was
Which I kinda
very
love.
buddy in the audience with our guy Braden,
She was.
aka
She
Johnny
was.
Depp.
She
Looking
was.
looking more
She
Johnny
was.
Depp than ever tonight.
Yeah.
With a hat.
He did look like Johnny Depp
He was
tonight.
looking cute, I won't lie.
like
can't
it
tell a lie.
or Stinkeroonie.
What?
I liked it.
His hat.
I liked it.
I like it.
no,
It's-
I'm kind of in
he's-
on all Braden
He's going
stuff.
he's
No.
going full throttle.
you're not
and
going to get me to make that switch.
I appreciate that
It's
he's
gonna
going
happen.
full
So
throttle.
Stinkeroonie for you.
Although I did see in the
Yeah,
previews
Stinkeroonie.
for Paradise he's
Fat
wearing
Stinkeroonie.
he's
Stinkeroonie.
wearing rubber ducky earrings, which that's annoying.
I'm telling you,
Stinkeroonie.
whatever she's got going on in this. We're
Oh,
all
how
gonna-
many times
we're
did
all
she
gonna
say
go back.
Stinkeroonie?
How many?
Something's
You
happening.
gotta get
Stinkeroonie.
everybody to say Stinkeroonie.
Something's happening.
There, she's
Something's
doing it
happening.
for sure. I can tell.
She's
I'm
playing
just
a
having
game.
a great time
Yeah,
tonight.
she's playing a game with
She's
us.
keeping
Happy to be
herself entertained by playing a game by herself.
She's doing it.
Happy to be here. I seriously think Charity and Dotton, long haul.
I think so too.
I actually, they're like one of the only couples besides
I agree.
Joe and Serena
That light just
that
turned
I'm
on
like
behind you. Sorry, I got so
It did.
distracted.
You're
Did you see
angelic now.
No,
Yeah.
no, it turned it on.
spooky.
that? Oh, okay. It is spooky.
On a serious note, Grocery Store Joe and Serena and Dotton and Charity are two that I'm like, yes, these two I actually believe that they really love each other. From, well, I guess Joe and Serena are Bachelor in Paradise and Hannah and
From the-
Dylan,
from
but
the
like
universe.
from
Yeah.
the like initial viewing.
You can
like,
add
you
them to
can
the
f-
pantheon.
Like you can
Put them up
feel
there.
it from initial viewing, in my opinion.
The only thing that makes me nervous, and we didn't talk about this during the engagement part, but when Charity's still telling Joey that I love you and I'm going to love you forever.
I don't like that.
And it's like, why?
Oh, I was flabbergasted.
We were saying,
Flabbergasted.
like, I would rather you spit in my face
You were
and tell me I
flabbergasted
suck.
as well, Kelly?
I was because I thought, how can you keep saying over and
Were you flabbergasted? though?
Were you flabbergasted?
I was stunned, and
Not the same.
no.
Not quite the
I
same.
was stunned.
One's just a notch up.
Stunned because I just thought, if you're gonna let him down easy. Don't keep telling him that you love him over and over again. And then when he is accepting it, he's got tears streaming down his face. He's upset. He knows what's up. And then she's like, you know what though? I will never forget this love. I will always love
yeah.
you. Stop laying it on so thick. I was upset in that moment. Although I'm thinking about it, and if I'm in that moment, I don't know what I'm saying either. I think I'm
Word vomit.
word
I just
vomiting.
feel like you
yeah.
don't need to be like, I'm always going to love you, because honestly, you're not. And
Nope.
no, you're not.
not gonna
You're just
happen, no.
not. And then
You'll have love for them, but you
will
don't love them.
respect
You're not
them,
in love with them.
maybe.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be in love with Joey while you're getting married to Dotton. Like, that also doesn't feel right to Dotton. I feel like in that moment, she was just like, I'm just going to say whatever to be nice to him, because he's clearly, she had love for him. But
She's got
Look,
nothing
you
but
can't-
well wishes for him.
yeah, and respect.
Dorothea Taylor Swift.
Beautiful.
Um, What was I gonna say?
Man,
What's
that whole thing,
next
though,
up?
was a
know what
hot
does-
Jesus mess.
You know what does? Oh God.
Oh boy. What?
No, I'm just gonna ignore the.
What?
You know what does worry me a little bit though is
What?
the Dance with the Stars.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Just
same.
because sometimes it doesn't go well for the couples when the star immediately goes.
That's too fast.
You know,
Too fast.
like it's when there's no turnaround, there's no time to be alone. You're immediately in LA and you're training and you're on Dance with the Stars. A lot of couples have broken up.
it's high stress. It's a lot of time away, and they don't they don't get in time any time to enjoy.
Like
just
John's
the
got to
two of
spend all
them.
the time in LA. You know,
Right,
He's
and-
got to be the cheerleader on the side.
And Jesse immediately was like, "You're gonna be a busy woman," and it's like, "Ooh, that's." I feel like you should almost be like. Do you think she was asked like first, like, would you be okay with doing it? Because if you're just told you're gonna be on Dancing with the Stars, you can't say no. What if she
Right.
didn't want to do it?
I'm sure they asked like, "Oh, would you be interested in this?" I'm sure she's
Right.
like, "Of course." And then when it becomes the reality, it's like, "Oh shit, okay. Well, now I have to commit to this."
well they got their big pre-honeymoon trip.
They're going to Greece.
Greece.
They're going to Greece.
Going
They're
to
going
Greece.
to Santorini.
I would go to Greece. That's closer, right?
Maybe
Yes.
Mykonos
Greece. I'm going to Greece
on the
You're going to
way.
Greece.
next week.
What?
What? Yeah.
Really?
On my little
I
retreat.
thought it was just France.
No, Greece.
Oh.
Greece is the
Is the big
retreat.
shebang?
France is only in a couple days. Greece
Oh.
is the big thing. I'm gonna come back a changed woman. I think I'm gonna come back with all these connects. I'm gonna come back with a new mindset.
What kind of
I
connect-
really
And I'm
feel
gonna
like you would have a
run the
sister to the
world.
traveling pants moment.
No, I
kind
really
of
am.
Greece?
That's what's about to happen.
You
Please,
would-
for
you
the
would-
love of
It's
God.
a group of
You would
it's a
all-
group of
you would meet
myself
a,
and like-minded other writers and people like that, and we're all
What was
going.
his name?
Who?
Sister of the traveling pants.
Oh,
Greek guy.
Costas.
Costas.
Hell yeah.
There's a
I'm-
Costas in your
Let's
future.
go.
Severely rooting for that for you.
Yeah, me too. I think
Stop
it's gonna be
yelling
great.
at people on the subway.
Yeah, I gotta lock that up before I get it going. I gotta lock that up.
Yeah.
Maybe
I've
you'll
got
have a
something inside
moment
me.
where you're just like, ah!
I
like
need
in
to
the
do
middle
it.
Let it all
of
out.
Greece.
I need to do
Go
it.
viral.
You know what I need?
Crazy
I need to
lady
get
on
a
the
car.
subway.
Well, I
and
worry
then
because
move to
I really
Greece.
did today. It was a crazy moment where I yelled at people on the subway. They just weren't getting out of the fucking way.
No,
Like,
I've done that before.
this is the thing though. At Times Square, you cannot crowd around the door when
No.
you get on the subway. You have to move into the train. Everybody knows that, especially during rush hour. You can't just congregate right there because you want to be the first one out at the next stop. You can't do it. Trust me, I want to because I'm the first one out at the next stop. You can't do it. So I started screaming and I said, we got to get that inside the fucking car. I think I said fucking. I feel bad about that. But I then after that was worried. I was like, now I'm just the crazy
You were
lady screaming
probably
on
the
subway.
least crazy person they saw that
No,
day.
definitely. Also, my voice doesn't really project like that. I'm sure.
No,
Pat-
the way that you're saying you
know.
yell, I doubt you yelled.
You were stern. You were stern
yelled.
with the subway goers.
I was stern. I yelled at a group. They all turned around in shock. So that was concerning.
Well,
but you know
that's
what?
all right.
Whatever. It's all fine.
Yep,
it's all
totally
fine.
New
is.
York.
Everything's great. Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody
Do we have any other thoughts about the finale before we cut some stems?
Did we cover it all? I think we did.
I think we kind of did.
Did we? Backdrop for the engagement was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Fiji, stunning.
Like I think the
And you
nicest
could actually
that I've seen.
And
Yeah,
you could
'cause
actually hear.
usually with
Yeah,
the
that
waves
was
you can't
nice.
hear them.
Exactly. Yeah, that was great.
Up on a
It's
mountain
just too
top.
Not too
far.
much wind. Very vibrant colors. That rose
Yep.
that she gave to Dotton at the end. Most beautiful rose I've ever seen.
Was
Right.
it Zach
Got
who
down,
had
bada
like?
bing.
Was it last season when it was? Oh boy, when it was last season when it was like high tide and then dramatically low tide.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
yes.
that, and
It was like ugly.
Yeah, it was like
It
a
was
desolate,
like bad.
seaweed.
ugly,
Yes.
desolate area.
Yes,
And
yes.
that was for the breakup. The breakup was the
Yeah, the
desolate
breakup
area.
was.
Yeah.
I'll save this for the stem cut.
Oh, okay.
Okay, should we everyone crack open their Coors Light?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, sure, I'll hand you
Finally.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I want to know how much Rhea's getting paid after this. Probably. What kind of bets
I
does she
feel
have
like-
going
Man,
on?
Man, I
know,
wish
I know.
I was getting
That's
paid.
what
Well, I
it
feel like
is.
they're like sending money, sending dollars, or like what's
Right.
the TikTok thing? That
I
you
don't know if
send
it's the
to
chat
people
or
now.
if she's getting texts on the side.
It's got to
No,
be
it's the chat.
It's the chat. Okay. She
She's
says
denying it all, but it's the chat.
All right,
I
Coors Light,
Blue.
delish,
Mountains
honestly,
of
Bada bing,
crisp.
bada boom.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Unbelievable.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
ladies.
Cheers.
What a wonderful
Bada
season.
bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
What else is there to say?
What a finale.
just
What a
a-
finale.
I got to think about stems and I haven't thought about it.
I'm going
Yum.
first.
Fist bump?
Okay. Yeah.
I never go,
Go first, Fran. You
I
go
never
first.
get to go first, and I'm going to go first.
That's so true. Go.
Yeah, do it. I'm cutting, and we didn't talk about it, so I wanted to save it.
Ooh.
I'm cutting. Well, we kind of did, but cutting the stem of the envelope that poor
No,
girl.
that was mine. That's what I was
stupid.
saving.
Nope,
today.
Too late.
You can't have that.
I took it. that the poor girl has to hold on to
Open
and
it.
not open.
Open it.
Open it.
Open it.
right away.
Open
Reseal
it.
Say you lost
Open
it.
it.
Yep.
Open
Open it.
And what kind of seal is it? You can get somebody to figure that
It
shit
looked
out.
like a
seal
wax
it back
seal.
in.
I saw a wax, which
It's
basically
also-
peels off anyway.
By the
Wax
way,
seal is
melt
so
it back
easy.
up and
melt
stick
it back on. There
Yeah,
you go.
forget it.
Hey, it's also not the IRS. It's
Yeah.
The Bachelor.
Yeah.
It's Jesse Palmer and ABC being like, "Don't open this." I'm fucking opening that.
Jesse Palmer's gonna be
immediately.
like, "Oopsie, we'll get you a new one."
Or it's
Yeah.
like, or you're like,
Yeah.
you're really holding it up to the light, you know? You
Yeah,
can
exactly.
See if
He's gonna be
see
like,
if you can
"Oh,
see through it
shucks."
a little bit.
I would have opened it as soon as
What
he
a
handed it to me.
stupid idea.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was dumb.
Also, that was the big surprise. Like this
I
whole
know.
episode, we talked about
Something
the big
they've
surprise.
never done
before. I handed you an envelope that you can't fucking open.
that
on
whole
screen.
thing was just
It's
so
insane.
cringe. I hate when they make the people do that. It's like they don't know what to say.
I agree.
It's so awkward.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I'm gonna give my rose to Charity's dad.
Aw,
Just
nice.
thought he was very sweet, and I felt like he was very supportive of Charity in this process, and just let everybody else take the reins. Like I just respect that. Just sat back, thought, let's see how this goes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You didn't see Charity being like, "Dad, who should I pick?" He was like, "I don't know." They watch football.
Absolutely.
How the Falcons doing?
Yeah, that's all I care about.
What's their record gonna be?
They're very, very sweet. So
Go
that's
Falcons.
it for me.
Before the next one, shout out to our president, Pinkies Up.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations,
Pinkies
Kelly.
up.
Congratulations,
Thank
Kelly.
you.
Pink-
oh, I'm gonna
Pinkies
cry. That was so sweet.
I can only imagine what this one was. Get everyone to do a pinkies
This
up.
one's nice though. This one's
This one is nice.
This one's
Yes.
nice. I don't care if
This
you got
one's
paid to
for
say
Miss
this.
Presidente.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Pinkies up.
She is our president.
Miss President, Madam
I am.
President, would you like
Madam.
to go?
I've been saying madam because I think it sounds
Madam does sound nice.
Madam
Yeah.
President.
Madam, madam with an E.
Madam
I put a
President.
T-shirt on sale.
I saw
It
that.
says Madam President in Barbie font.
Let's go.
Would you like to go next?
Oh, yes, I would.
It's
I
not a
would
question.
Like to...
It's a must. You must go next.
I must go next. Let's see.
Oh, should I go?
No.
Okay.
Who
Oh,
am
Trent,
I?
maybe you should actually go.
Nope.
Who can I? Oh, you're controlling the narrative. here?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll let you get
She's
your money.
pulling the strings.
I'll let's see. I'm gonna give my rose to.
All right, we don't have all day.
I know. I'm trying to think. Who do I want to give my rose to? I know what I'm giving my rose to.
Please.
I'm giving my rose to after the final rose, Joey, and his haircut.
Kelly.
And
Crazy.
Kelly's logging onto the
I
website
am
and
a
submitting
smitten
herself.
kitten for Joey 2.0. I don't
Yeah.
know what it was. I think he just needed
No, he
that
looked
little
great. He did.
haircut.
The
Like
haircut helped
he
a
looked
lot.
great. He seemed genuine. He's he's tearing up a little bit. He's an emotional guy. I loved it. So sweet. Rose to him. I'm excited for him to be Bachelor. I
That's
think
a
it's
good
gonna be
one.
good. I think it's gonna be good. Stem cut. I'm taking it. Barb. Fuck
Nah.
her.
Oh yeah.
I was pissed to see her. She gave us nothing. We saw her all night long. All she did was purse her lips and give us nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm over it. Cut. Snip.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Am I next or?
Yeah, if you give me that money you owe me.
Get that
2 plus
cash
2
out.
equals 4, then where's my money trying to
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't know.
I feel high.
statement? I'm not.
I'm gonna go.
This is such silliness.
I'm gonna go.
You
Yeah.
go.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
cut the stem of Aaron. Just cause.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
Sometimes
that.
you
Wow,
gotta-
you were the most sensitive on him being sent home at 2 rose ceremonies. You just cut his stem just like that.
But you made me think about it more, and it's
Yeah.
like, what did you think was gonna happen?
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
the fourth place thing really swayed me.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
fourth place.
You're
Fourth place.
You're not
Fourth-
even third, pal.
Not even third. You're
Yeah.
fourth place. What do you think is gonna
Although
happen?
who got fourth place?
You're gonna all of a sudden you're gonna jump in front of 1 and 2.
Right. You
Who
think
got
that's
fourth place? Both Bo Bice, Constantine Maroulis.
I mean, you're
Sparks.
going way back.
now I
No,
actually
you know, one
feel
of those
stoned.
people got
Bo
fourth
Bice
place.
was second place.
I
He was
thought
the
Bo
other
Bice
one.
like almost won.
Who got fourth?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Jennifer
he came
Hudson?
in second place after Kara
Was it
Underwood.
Jennifer Hudson
I
fourth
think
place?
Jennifer Hudson may have been.
You're asking questions
more.
we don't know the answer
Yeah.
to.
I didn't even know what show
One
you
of
guys
them
were
got
talking
fourth
about.
American
place.
Idol.
American Idol.
I
You
know
didn't
now.
watch it?
I heard Carrie Underwood, but then before that, I had no idea
she
what you were
won.
talking about.
She won.
I
One
don't
of
know
those
American Idol.
people, one of the major stars of American Idol, got fourth place and is like one of the biggest stars. I'm claiming it's Jennifer
Might have
Hudson.
been.
One of them. Constantine Maroulis?
I mean, you're gonna throw Constantine as one of the biggest stars that's come out of
No,
American Idol.
definitely not. But he does have a career.
You know,
He follows me
does,
on
for sure.
Instagram, you know.
He's hooked up with a lot of the housewives also.
No fucking way.
Constantine
Really?
Maroulis?
Good for him. Good for him.
about it?
Ramona?
How about it?
I literally, I think like a lot
Probably.
of
Bada bing, bada
yeah.
boom.
Ramona.
I am gonna give my rose to Joe and Serena.
Oh, good one.
Those are good audience members.
Yeah.
You know what's
favorite.
funny? Because it's like we really gave Barb shit for being there and doing nothing. Joe and Serena also just, there to
But we love
do
to see them.
nothing.
They're a
Yeah.
part of the thing.
Right.
What's Barb? Barb is a mom of a bachelor who is
Yeah,
no longer
yeah.
with anybody that he was with on the
Yeah.
show. Has never ended up with anybody. She's random. She
No,
caused
Joe and
problems
Serena
when
do,
she was on.
do host the Bachelor Sanctioned podcast.
There you
They've
go.
got real bachelor cachet.
Yeah, they've
I guess
got
kinda-
clout.
Barb kind of does too.
I mean, Barb's in the she's in the universe.
She's
Kind
in
of
the
a legend.
universe,
she
but I
is
just,
a character in the universe for
they didn't.
sure.
They couldn't have at least talked to her. Like
I
something.
know. Give her a mic.
something.
All right, Maria.
What do we got cooking here? I can't even imagine what
I
it's gonna
know.
be.
Oh, you guys are so fun. I'm gonna give my rose to Barb,
What a switch.
Okay.
mainly because you guys all took my answers for everything else.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my rose to Barb
Yep.
Okay.
because I kind of like how thirsty she is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
She
Good
owns
argument.
it. She didn't let the world get her down after everyone tried to get her down about her appearing on Pilot Pete's season. Oh, she's the annoying mom. She steps in too much. Kelly Flanagan comes on her show, talks shit about Barb. No, she keeps showing up. And so, see you, Barb. Pinkies up.
Barb.
Pinkies
up.
And then,
Pinkies up for Barb.
But I mean,
Pinkies
she's
up for
definitely a
Barb.
pinkies up lady.
bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
That's
Bada
the
bing,
Barb.
bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
And then I am going to cut. I sadly don't know. That's why I'm taking a
I
while.
was trying to make a beat out of that noise you were
Cut.
making.
Who am I gonna cut?
Cuts.
You
How long
could
you gotta do it?
it? Yeah. How long,
How long you gotta
just
be
wait?
cut? How long you
We gotta
gotta
be
be
here-
cut?
No, she's got. We all have to do the scissors thing. I
We
think
gotta
is
be
what-
here.
I did it. I just
Nobody
do it.
said that. You guys are
Succumb.
just doing it anyway,
Give
which I
in.
like. I'm gonna cut. Seriously,
gotta
I'm
get
gonna
my nails
cut.
done, speaking of.
I was gonna cut the envelope, which is what I was saying. Oh, I'm gonna wait to say that. It was about the envelope. I didn't like that at all. Somebody cut Barb, so I gave her the rose. I'm gonna cut. You cut Aaron. Everyone took all the good stuff. I'm left with nothing. I'm going to cut. Hey now. Hey now. What you gonna cut? Hey now. Hey now.
What you gonna cut? What
Hey
you
now.
gonna cut? What you
Yeah.
gonna cut?
What you gonna
What you gonna
cut?
cut?
What you gonna cut?
Who's stem?
Oh, the
Who's
girl that
stem?
didn't get picked. Boom, you weren't good enough. Cut.
All right. Yeah. Great.
So
Yeah.
fair.
gonna cut that girl.
Who? Wait. Which one? There were a bunch of them, weren't
Cut
there?
that girl. The one in the red
That
dress.
girl.
She's
The,
a, and
New
I
Oh.
York, the New York Philly
from
one.
close
Yeah.
to where Joey's
That's
from.
right.
She didn't get picked.
That's
Not
right.
close enough.
I'd love to
Yeah.
know how they whose decision was that?
Stupid.
Like they made
So
all those
dumb.
girls stand up, and
I
then it
know.
was like,
And talk
Who's
about
picking?
themselves for so long.
yeah, who's
So dumb.
who's picking who's getting this spot?
So dumb. They
I
gotta
think I
get-
would
they
have
gotta
felt
stop doing
worse
that.
if I got up
You know
on
what's
stage,
crazy
poured
too
my
is
heart
like,
out. I'm ready for love.
Yeah,
and they said,
and
sorry,
is that
not
girl
sorry,
like
sorry.
even going to make the season?
Who
The other
knows?
girl, like she's just is
I
she even
think-
going to be in the cast?
I think
Who
she'll
knows?
be on,
She's got to be.
but who knows?
they didn't guarantee that.
They didn't.
What was her
guarantee
name?
it.
Was her name Kat? Did I make that up?
Annie.
Annie. Wow, I was way off. Where did I
Kat's
get
the
that
girl
from?
that
Annie,
was
are you
on
okay?
Oh,
are
she
you
was the
okay?
other girl.
Are you okay, Annie?
Kat and
Annie, are you
Brooklyn.
okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
This has been
Say
the
it like
weirdest
that.
show ever.
Oh boy. Pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
I'm ready.
You know it.
I'm here.
Pinkies up. Cheers. Let's
One
go
final
around.
cheers.
One final cheers.
Cheers to Madam President.
Thank you.
Pinkies up.
Thank you.
Cheers to Trent. Hope you had a great time at the Classic today. Pinkies up.
I did, yeah.
Cheers to Francesca. You're beautiful and you had no lint on you.
Thank you.
And cheers to the chat. I love you
Yep.
guys very much.
Cheers to the
Thank you for
chat.
keeping me entertained.
Cheers.
And if you actually go back and watch this and it's not live while you're watching it, you will probably hate me. Hate
We
the
might
chat,
have to
hate the
we
live
might have
chat.
to re-record for the podcast.
That's what you really did.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be a decision
Damn.
for tomorrow. We might have to re-record for the podcast because this won't make any sense.
It won't make any sense, but I do this for you, chat. I do this for you guys. I love you guys so much. Bada bing, bada boom, pinkies up. And
Good night, everybody.
Cheers to a great
Good night.
season of
Guys,
Bachelorette. And
cheers.
congratulations to Charity and Dotton.
We're
We
so
wish you
super happy for
the
them.
best of
We
luck.
are. Yep.
Super
And a
happy.
lifetime of
We're
happiness
going to be
and health.
talking to them tomorrow, and also we are TBD on what the Paradise is going to look
Oh,
like for
yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah.
They switched shit around. It's Thursday nights now.
Yeah.
it's like it's we're messed up with that big change.
Yeah.
So you may be our Bachelor content may be coming in a different way. We are TBD. But it was a great season.
It was.
Yep.
Great season of The
For
Bachelorette.
Charity, she did a great job.
This
so
one's
one
for
more
you, Charity.
This one's for you, Charity.
Bada bing, bada boom,
Bada bing, bada
Yahtzee.
boom.
Good night.
See you later.
Good night, everybody.